Hello, Mo here from Hobart Headache Clinic and Spine Centre and Dr. Waters Chiropractic. And when we're dealing with spinal conditions, many patients ask, what kind of stretches should I be doing? Both to combine with my treatments and once we're feeling better and getting some great results, to help keep the spine healthy and keep the spine flexible as well. So this video is going to go through some instructions of my 3 favorite stretches for spinal conditions. I hope that's really helpful and I hope you get a lot of benefit out of it. Cheers, enjoy.
Because it opens up the spine, it starts to move like fluidity through the spine, join the breath and the body together really nicely. So it's a nice one to do right in the beginning. To start, you're going to come onto all fours. Make sure that the shoulder is over the wrist. So a lot of us get in here, pitch it forward, or more commonly pitch it behind. So just make sure that the shoulders are over your wrists and that your knees are right underneath your hips. And we'll first just talk about the whole anatomy of the pose, and then we'll talk about different ways that you can use your feet to aid in this process. So first things first is cow, and you have to think of it like an Indian cow, like it needed to eat a meal. So it looks like this. The belly falls down, the shoulders roll back, and the gaze comes up towards the sky. That's on an in-breath. And as you exhale, you're going to reverse that. So you're going to carve the belly in, puff the rib cage up, and look in at your navel. Inhale. And exhale. So you can start to add the toes, curl the toes, even press back into the toes, gaze up, and then release the toes, press the tops of the feet down and looking at your navel. If you want to intensify this, make this more of a core awakening posture, just tuck your toes under and hover your knees 2 inches above the floor and work the pose this way. So it's going to be smaller, it's going to be more subtle, but you'll have to engage a little bit in the core body to keep yourself here. So there are some variations. Cat and cow.
Lay on your stomach with your palms facing down and positioned right underneath your shoulders. Keep your legs shoulder width apart. Pushing down with your hands, lift your chest as you exhale. Be sure to keep your hips and the tops of your feet firmly planted on the mat. This should give you a nice stretch in your abdomen. Slowly lower your chest back to the mat. Repeat slowly for 30 seconds to a minute. If you experience any low back pain, simply reduce your range of motion.
It's just a forward fold in a seated position. So your legs will be extended in front of you. A lot of us get here and we just want to go for the toes, right? We want to be able to be flexible, and in our minds that's like reach for the toes, but oftentimes that's not the best for the hamstrings or the thighs. So in order to have any type of safe yoga stretching, you need to understand that there needs to be 2 energies happening, a contraction and an elongation. So as we come into forward fold, the thigh muscles must contract and pull up as the underbelly of the hamstring begins to extend, because that's the part that you're stretching. So if you reach forward, right, and you feel a huge pull here, you need to have just as much energy picking up from the kneecaps so that that muscle can extend underneath. So instead of reaching for the toes, just bring your fingertips to the floor, hug the kneecaps upwards towards the hip bones so the backs of the legs can feel supported, and then just walk your fingertips there. Pinky toes peel back towards your face. And then you just walk your fingertips from there. Instead of thinking fingers to toes, think about carving your heart center towards your toes. So you're reaching your heart, belly lifts away from your thigh, tailbone reaches behind you, and you walk yourself forward, and listen to the body. The body will tell you when that's enough, or it will tell you where the line is and that you can continue to go further. So coming forward all the way in the forward fold. Thigh bones press down, energy extends through the heels, and you walk yourself back up. And that's the way to have a safe stretch.